Hello and welcome to Indie Miners. Something interesting coming across the music desk this week is Radiohead releasing a limited liability partnership, RHEUK25. I don't really know a huge amount what's going on here, but at Indie Miners we speculate. We're going to have a little bit of a conversation about what it could be. BJ, what is going on here?
Yep. So Radiohead have formed what's called a limited liability partnership. For those who are lawyer or accounting nerds, it's a legal entity. So effectively, what they're doing is coming together as a group, and the speculation is whether they could be touring or could there be a new album around the corner. Now, we know that the 30th anniversary of the Bends has just come around. We know that the band have released their B-sides in a playlist. You should check that out on Spotify. But there's other things that we're hearing about. So their manager has given away tickets to a concert that may or may not happen in the future, and that was part of the bushfire relief stuff. And also, Colin Greenwood is currently touring. So people may not know this, but Colin Greenwood has been touring with Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. So trying to figure out, well, when is something going to happen? As it stands at the moment, all of the band members aren't in the same sort of room together, as I can understand things. But there's also another thing, Al. Tom Yorke is just about to release a solo partnership or a solo record, which is with Mark Pritchard, and it's called Tall Tale. So that's going to be released in late May. So I'm not sure if that's going to take up parts of his time. So just trying to just do all the sums and the math and trying to work out, well, what could this actually mean?
Yeah, look, I don't know, mate, but I can tell you what I'm hoping for, and that would be a 30-year celebration of the Bends live again, to have the band. I think it's 2018 was the last time they performed live all together, so that's my hoping, but the reality probably is going to be different, mate. Where are you hedging your bets here?
Well, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things that I want. So what I don't want is a new record necessarily. I'm kind of happy with The Smile doing what The Smile does, and that's really the creative output of Tom Yorke and Johnny Greenwood. And I think I've covered that off in other episodes. Now, that leaves with touring potentially. So this will be interesting, Al. Do they tour as the Bends? So basically do a back-to-back Bends, or do they tour playing all of the songs from the Bends, or do they just tour? Now, I don't think they've actually done this before. They've actually toured with an album before, but that sets a really exciting precedent up if they decide to do that.
Oh, I completely agree. And the fact is that you really never know what you're going to get from a band like Radiohead. So for lots of bands who do the, the run-of-the-mill 20, 30-year anniversary tours and play the full album, people might not be expecting that from Radiohead, and that's why I'm kind of hoping and kind of feel like they actually just might do it, because it's not what people are expecting. But God, here at Indie Miners, I'm very much hoping so.
Now, let's hope it's not just Europe and the UK.
Yep.
We believe it means Radiohead Europe UK25, but we hope that it means that they get to at least come to Australian shores. But I'm sure our US fans out there are looking forward to them coming out there as well. And there's been a lot of commentary, a lot of chatter on the Reddits about exactly that. So be very interesting. Now, one probably final thing, I don't know. Do we think that there's a re-release? Do you think this could be just a band's re-release? That for me would be probably the last thing I think on the list.
Yeah, I don't know, but you mentioned the B-sides kind of playlist. So can I just confirm, because I haven't listened to this, is that B-sides from that era?
It is, and really amazing. They've got some really fantastic B-sides. So check out Banana Co. I think that was my favourite from the B-sides. I'd love to see what everyone thinks of that song. In fact, all these other songs. So I think that it is a bit of a ladder between Ben's era stuff and what we started to hear in OK Computer. So that is definitely something to check out.
Okay.
But will be very interesting to see. We're going to obviously closely monitor what announcements get made by the band. I'm actually amazed, mate, that people actually look at these websites to find out there's such a thing. So I don't know. There must be some Radiohead nerd out there who is really monitoring exactly what the boys are doing in terms of registering these entities or whatever they are. So
Too funny.
yeah, good luck to whoever did all that.
That's too funny, mate. So that's it for this week at Indie Miners. Interested for people to know their thoughts on this and what they're hoping for Radiohead in 2025.